Hey, my Legion. How y'all doing today? I'm here today with a music review. I want to do go back to an album I remember 2010 that really had a. I've always been a big fan of Gwar. I've known about Gwar since 2000. I mean, since 1988 in the military. When I was in Germany, the 2 years in Germany, I remember getting well, I mean, maybe I should do the history after I do the review. I want to go back and review an album called Lust in Space. And like I said, I remember getting a copy of this in 2010, listened to it at my sister's place, and I absolutely love the album. I listened to it again today before going out to cash check and do some stuff. And it's an absolutely brilliant album. And I love it. I mean, the way from when it starts to the very end, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, what matter this? Blood stains tombs, beer cans and piss. This is no life for God. And it goes from that. It just goes. It's a very common, very heavy album. I mean, consistently, really, really cool song. The Damnation Unto God, Let Us Slay. Even went all the way through the Price of Peace. Where Zog is funny because after this mighty God, and he's like, I guess he's homeless, not borrowing money, cleaning windshields. It's really funny, and they shoot him. And it's really clever. Parting Shot, Release the Flow. I ended with Parting Shot, and then they have Gwarnography, which talks about, you know, we are the scum of the universe. It comes full circle. It's a brilliant, brilliant album, brutally heavy. And I absolutely love it. I thought I'd do a video about it. I give it 10 out of 10. Now, I saw some, I was looking at their thing about rating Gwar albums from worst to best. I was shocked to find, I didn't know about this till years later, till now, today, that they hated the album We Kill Everything. I love that album. I know Odorous hates the song Nitrous Burning Funny Bong. He says it being incredibly annoying. I remember I bought a DVD when they watched their videos and stuff like that, and they said, and they had that fucking animal song. Like, what the hell were you singing when the video kind of sucks on that one? And they didn't like the It's Sleazy, the video album that went with the VHS that went with the album. It was a real low budget, but I enjoyed it though. But boy, they hated all that stuff. I liked We Kill Everything. I thought that was a great album. Carnival Chaos, I didn't care for that much. I thought maybe that was the one they were trying to distance themselves from. But boy, they don't like the album. They said it'd be banned for any form if you mention the album or anything like that. I love We Kill Everything. I don't know. Is there any other Gwar fans who love that album? I do. Now, I will say, I have a memory of this going to Buyers Fair. Buyers Fair used to be was a real cool place you buy stuff in Gerard. And they had the CD section. CD section was really cool. They had some really good heavy stuff. And they had like the uncensored version of like, I remember getting, what was it? I can't remember. It wasn't Tombs of the... Maybe it was, it could have been Tombs of Mutilation, one of the Cannibal Corpse albums. Because they have like a regular album and then they have the uncensored artwork. And they had the uncensored artwork for one of their albums. I can't remember which one. It's a long time ago. And I remember, and then later on, there was a big fire there, and then it really hurt the whole place. And they didn't have as much stuff. They didn't have any CDs or anything like that anymore. And it wasn't the same place after that, and finally it shut down in 2008, 2009, or something like that. Shame, because I like Buyers Fair was awesome. I remember going when I was a kid. Well, anyways, I remember seeing the album We Kill Everything from Gwar. Because a year or so after Carnival Chaos, I remember again, oh man, I want to get this. I remember going through the checkout line, and there was an old lady ringing stuff up. She looked at the album, and she looked at it, and then she turned it over and read the song, and she gave me a dirty look. But it's an awesome album. I don't care. I'm surprised they hate the album. I love the album. I guess Nitro Burning Funny Bong Piano. I mean, but I think the Song of Words. I think that's annoying is the Song of Words on Violence Has Arrived. No one ever talks about that one. I hate that song. That's the only Gwar song I don't like. And then some of the people who said Violence Has Arrived is their second and third best album. I don't like that Song of Words. That's what ruins it for me. Well, anyways, I know I like Violence Has Arrived, I just don't like that song. That's why I'm surprised they rate that so highly. But I don't like that song at all. I think it's just lame. It's dumb. Well, anyways, my history, 10 out of 10 for Lost in Space, 10 out of 10 for We Kill Everything. Violence Has Arrived, 8 out of 10. I mean, sometimes some albums are better than others, but I mean, the song with words really kills it. Anyways, my history with Gwar, I first found out about them in 1988. And that was when I was in Germany. I remember getting they used to have, some of it was very popular back then, was the video albums. I mean, the magazine video albums, the magazine videos. And they had a whole bunch of stuff. I remember seeing, I think the first one I saw, they had one, they had Playboy had a video magazine. Video magazines. You know, and I saw that, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't dirty, not like, well, it's like R-rated. And I remember Hustler had one. Now that was X-rated. Saw one of those. And then they had like music, heavy metal video magazines. That's the ones I usually got. I never saw too many horror video magazines. They had like Gorgon had a video magazine that was issue 1. I remember renting that a long time later. And then they had part 2 that was unreleased, which I got from Rick Sullivan with Gore Gazette. But I mean, they had like the video, heavy metal video magazines, and one was the very first one I saw was Metalhead, Volume 1. It was out through Parade Video. I remember buying that at the PX, and they had Gwar, and they had, I guess, the guy who played Beefcake the Mighty, without his mask, saying Gwar is God and no escape from Gwar. And they had a little performance of them doing the Gwar theme song, which I really liked. And then I remember seeing that. I remember someone taped, like they're doing like a, they did a little thing for Headbangers Ball. They introduced them. So I saw a videotape of that. I only saw it once. Because the guy who had the tape, I don't know what happened to him. The guy, I mean, I only saw it one time. I saw a picture in the magazine of them. And I remember getting Hard and Heavy. The Hard and Heavy video magazines were really good. Metalhead turned out to be kind of juvenile. I mean, you know, but the Hard and Heavies were the ones to get. And I remember Volume 2 had the uncensored version. And they had Gwar on there again performing for like 2 minutes. So I liked it. I said, boy, I'd like to know more about this band. And aside from the couple things, I didn't hear anything else from him in Germany at all. And then, what else happened? When I went back to the States, when I left Germany, you know, I was home for 35 days. I went to, I had a Walkman and stuff like that. I went to one of the record places. I asked, do you guys have anything from Gwar? And the guy laughed and said no. So that was it going to that store. Just like, I don't know, I mean, my dad's a big fan. My dad was still alive. He's a big fan of the Minnesota Vikings, right? This sports store opened up in Chicago, in Meadville. Right where the Fisher Big Boy used to be. And Dad said, well, let's go to this place the other day, Minnesota Vikings stuff. Well, my dad was always disappointed. He barely had any stuff. It was usually Steelers or Browns or Buffalo Bills. That's usually, I mean, they have in all the stores, you know, because it's just regional thing. And then my dad went there, and he said, do you have any Minnesota Vikings stuff? And the guy laughed and said no, shook his head. And my dad was so pissed we never went back there again. That's the same thing. You never laugh at someone's musical taste. You know. If someone asked me for some from, Lisa or whatever, I'd laugh at them. I wouldn't do that, though. But I was like, okay, if you want to listen to that, whatever. But, so I didn't get anything, because they were hard to get anything from for a while. And then, you know, I was home for 35 days. I went to Fort Bragg. And there was the one record store in this one mall I like to go to. Me and my friend Hoppy like to go to. And I asked the lady, this lady, she's real cute with greenish hair, said, do you have anything from Gwar? And she said, yeah, we do. And she gave me Hello, and she gave me Scum Dogs. I said, is there any difference between this and CD? And she said, no, not really. And so I bought 2 cassettes because I had a Walkman at the time. I started listening to Gwar all the time. And then later on, we went to a place called Coconuts. I've only been there once. Coconuts was kind of like an early version of Media Play. And I remember buying, they had a video cassette of Gwar live from Antarctica, which might have been the first video release, which was really cool. Yeah, I watched that a lot. And then I also bought Devo, the Men Who Make the Music. That was the low budget one they did for Warner Brothers back in the 70s. Or through Time Life Video, believe it or not, but released through Warner Brothers. And that was pretty much it for all I heard from Gwar. And then when I got home out of the Army, I started finding a whole bunch of stuff, including America Must Be Destroyed. And then they had the Alice in Wonderland, which was nominated for a Grammy video release. Then from there, they released This Toilet Earth, which I mean, up to them, everything was perfect. And then This Toilet Earth was an okay album. And they had the Skullhead Face video that came out, and the video was alright, but not as good as this Alice in Wonderland. And ever since that, I mean, the albums have been, some have been better than others. I mean, but they're all good, but some are better than others. And some people didn't like Ragnarok. I like Ragnarok, and like I said, I'm so shocked that people did not, the band did not like We Kill Everything. I thought We Kill Everything was great. Carnival Chaos was the one that I thought maybe floundered a little bit. But I mean, I loved Gwar. And Lost in Space gets full on 10 out of 10 for me. And that's my history of Gwar. I mean, all the way to, I mean, when Dave Brocky passed away in 2014, it was a real shame, because I love Gwar. I mean, I think, and they came back with another album, which I didn't think was that bad. I liked the album, though, but I mean, I thought it was a decent album, because people were saying Gwar's no longer, Gwar's dead because Dave passed away. It's not the same band, but it's still really good. But when Dave passed away, it was a real shame. It was real sad. And there was this one girl on Facebook that did this video. I think it was an Irish song, or she was Irish, and she did "In It Glad to Be Bloody Well Dead." And she did a song, she said, "I will miss you, Dave." I said, boy, I wish you would put that on YouTube. It would go viral. It was so good. She had a little, like, harpsichord or something like that. Or something, I think. And it was she was real pretty, too. It was a brilliant video. I wish you put that on YouTube. She said she was too shy to put it on YouTube. I should go back and watch it again. I mean, that's a great video. But, I mean, when Dave passed away, it was a big blow to everybody. Because, I mean, you know, it's tough whenever you lose, like, a real lead singer really defined a band. You know, the whole band in itself is important. So, hope you liked this video, everybody. Till next time, please, take care of my Legion.